Nelson Mandela was one of the most prominent political figures of the 20th century. He was born on July 18, 1918, in Mvetso, a village in the Eastern Cape province of South Africa. Mandela was the son of a tribal chief, and he was groomed from an early age to take on a leadership role in his community. Education and early activism. Mandela's formal education began at the age of 7 when he was sent to a mission school. He later attended a secondary school, where he was exposed to the ideas of African nationalism and anti-colonialism. In 1939, Mandela began studying law at the University of Fort Hare, the only university in South Africa that was open to black students at the time. During his time at Fort Hare, Mandela became involved in student politics and was elected to the Student Council. He was also introduced to the ideas of the African National Congress, ANC, a political party that was fighting for the rights of black South Africans. Mandela became increasingly involved with the ANC, and in 1944, he helped to found the ANC Youth League. Rise to leadership in the ANC. By the early 1950s, Mandela had emerged as one of the leading figures in the ANC. He played a key role in organizing the Defiance Campaign, a non-violent protest against apartheid laws. In 1952, Mandela and other ANC leaders were arrested and charged with violating apartheid laws. Mandela was sentenced to 9 months in prison, but he was released after only 4 months. In 1955, Mandela was one of the authors of the Freedom Charter, a document that called for a non-racial, democratic South Africa. The document was adopted by the ANC and became the party's guiding document. Mandela's leadership in the ANC continued to grow, and he was elected the organization's deputy president in 1956. Arrest and imprisonment. In 1960, the ANC was banned by the South African government, and Mandela went underground. He was eventually arrested in 1962 and charged with sabotage and attempting to overthrow the government. In 1964, Mandela and several other ANC leaders were sentenced to life in prison. Mandela spent the next 27 years in prison, mostly on Robben Island, a small island off the coast of Cape Town. During his time in prison, Mandela became a symbol of the struggle against apartheid. He continued to work for the ANC, and his letters from prison became a powerful source of inspiration for the anti-apartheid movement. Release and negotiations. In 1990, South African President F.W. de Klerk ordered Mandela's release from prison. Mandela emerged from prison to a hero's welcome, and he immediately began working to negotiate an end to apartheid. Mandela's negotiations with de Klerk led to the lifting of the ban on the ANC, the release of political prisoners, and the first free elections in South Africa's history. Presidency and legacy. In 1994, Mandela was elected as the first black president of South Africa. He served as president until 1999 and oversaw the transition from apartheid to democracy. Mandela's presidency was marked by his efforts to reconcile South Africans of all races and to build a new, more just society. Mandela retired from politics in 1999 but remained active in public life. He continued to work for the causes he believed in, including the fight against HIV, AIDS, and the promotion of education. He was also a vocal advocate for human rights and social justice. Mandela passed away on December 5, 2013, at the age of 95. He is remembered as one of the great leaders of the 20th century, a symbol of hope.